possibly inappropriately. This is an older piece called Latanoprost Variations, an abandoned piece, which has a little epigraph from me. Here in the insane asylum, ate nothing, lemons, and was not cured. This is the diary of empty heart. I wrote my diary in a day. It was thin and muscular. It was a rich outburst of sound. It was a see-through disorder. It had cuts in. I replaced it with a tissue. Dear Sheila Jordan, who are you? Will you be my next project? It's writ in Latin, in the Latin language, and will make you a star. My favourite word is French. It is duvet and is made of 5 letters, which are all different. Also, it is not an anagram of anything close like other objects, i.e. fringe or reindeer, which is harder than you think to pronounce. Dear Sheila Jordan, I think I forget you for 3 weeks when I was in Ireland. Today I went to these streets, Druid Lane, and to a disco. There I hear of a man in a see-through box, but how can this be? He is not in my book. Dear Sheila Jordan, this is funny. Richard is stranger than Judy, but you won't know this without you've seen a TV. No, I'm lying again. I mean a fridge, a cold, dark place for the lettuce. It's 11:14 p.m. and I will now sing Wildwood Flower, which was writ 345 years after Thomas Campion. That also is a lie. Dear Sheila, I must drop your last name as now I know about you. I'm also glad your name is not an anagram of anything. No, don't try, it won't work. In Wildwood Flower, it does not make sense to say a pale and a leader, but all the singers are dead 320 years after Thomas Campion, and that's that. Many women today wear trousers, Sheila, and they smoke. In my house, you must smoke outside, and the wind takes the smoke to heaven, otherwise it goes onto the curtains. When I say house, I mean, of course, I am not rich. I mean, I did not count the bricks in my house. When I say curtains, Sheila, I mean, I am not dead. Yes, I knew you would say, who is Thomas Campion, a.k.a. Veronica, a.k.a. Cleavers. Born in a leaf, he made use of passers-by. He was 2 feet tall and climbed up them with an inside-out umbrella. No, Sheila, this will not do. He is a Johnny Jump-Up, you gooseberry Johnny, and is made of soap. My favourite picture is the lovers' quarrel, where the man goes, nudge, nudge, who's there? And she goes like a rolling pin, and he goes, look at this, they will soon knock it, and she goes, how the world is for me like this. Yesterday, Sheila, I mistook modern history for Marsden Hartley. Yes, I know, yes, also you will ask, who is Marsden Hartley? He is a snowflake who fell in the sea. That is perfectly true. In the sea, like little white things, I want to look like old fingers, old hands, old Marsden Hartley's hands. Sheila, do not tell me about your computer, as I think I could not stand it. This, when the air is gone out of his head, that, and when the sky is on fire, that, and when there are the tiny levers. Sheila, what can I say? They gave me these hooks to drag around, and I'm sorry I went on holiday again. What I did, I got a fever. It's great, there are no monkeys there. When they made the bridge, it was not out of wood. Dear Sheila, please knit me a bridge, and so I will hang it across the new river. Then I can watch the boats as I did on holiday. This also is quick and easy. Cut in half a bunching onion is quick and easy, and then smoke it. This left me in ruins. This, Sheila, and when the boat went down at the end of the story and he sailed to shore on a twig. I made that story up, Sheila, to make you think. Like, can you put a kitten in a jar? Today, I watch the cranes turn round and round without hitting. Helicopters fly past without hitting. People walk by without hitting. Can you put a helicopter in a jar, Sheila? Sheila, what's the difference between a helicopter and a kitten is a good joke. I will tell it on Christmas Day. Now you must think of a toy like it is Christmas Day, a toy crane falling on our heads, a toy pilot, a toy slipper or belt, a toy island in the shape of England which made the girls cry. I buy 2 of these for my wife Sheila, and she put them under her pillow, and in the morning they grow up into a bush. I see people hanging from each leaf, but together they do not make a country, Sheila. Here is how you make a country. First, you must walk to Kettering. There you will see a pile of turnips by the roadside, and if you sow them together, you will have made a country. I say this to my wife Sheila, and she left me. She didn't walk to Kettering. She is not interested in how to make a country. No, Kettering is not a country, Sheila. It is in the country on its own. Once in the country, I said to a bent-over man, which lanes must you go down to find Kettering? And he said he never went down such lanes in any of his life. Lanes, I suppose, like Goosey Lane, which has stones can stop you bleeding. Lanes like Workhouse Lane, which is in many towns in England, Sheila. Lanes like Stump Lane, which is a cut-off lane. Lanes like Daisy Lane, which is also called Bell Alley. Lanes like Poultry Lane, where I never saw any birds for my oven. Lanes like Wild Lane, which is named after a man and not any of the animals there. Lanes like the lanes you walk down in your dreams with high banks of sedge and wild parsley, and where you then fall into a reverie in your dream. Doctor, doctor, I think I'm A, a moth, B, a queue of bees, C, a towel, D, a hit by a queue of bees, and I'm only happy when I'm A. Thank you.